Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Draconius Go. We have had a little bit of news about a new part of the game that they're going to be having, which is recruiting. So you can invite people to play the game and get to level 21 where you can both receive some rewards. So currently I have no recruits. This is obviously a working towards hopefully increasing the amount of players with Draconius Go. I think it's going to be very difficult to get to, but the reward is very, very, very big. So here is my code, ZUNXE. If you have just started playing the game, you before level 5, I believe is you have to be before you can actually get a master. Get that on. Put that in and play as much as you can to get to level 21 as quick as possible. Because once we receive 2. It'll bring me a dragon. The new dragon, the beast that is King Pete, is it? This guy, King Pete, yeah. So, new, hopefully, they've created him to hopefully add something to the grass mix, where Sylar is dominating, and water types are mainly dominating, and Arcana types in terms of CP. King Pete is hopefully going to be the thing that makes it easier to beat some of those. High CP than Sylar must be. So I'll get him for a reward. I'm not sure if the other person gets a reward as well. I don't think they do, but I think they get some reward. Yeah, so that's one of the big changes. So if you just want to kind of go over that again, it's in the news section, which they have in that new little bit that they've added. It's King Pete's time. Yeah, Morgoroth is going down. And aside from that, we have just a few bits of interesting news. So you may have been lucky enough to catch this. This is me on the way home on a bus, right? I'm driving, it's on an A road, which means I'm driving like 40 plus miles per hour. And as you can see, my guy's traveling in the distance and things are coming up on the radar. I go to spin this, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to spin this, getting it at 40 miles an hour, not going too fast, and I'm getting spawns that are coming up as well, so I'm able to catch things on the go. They've changed it, this is gone now, but it was a really nice, it was really fun to play like that, and it was kind of a shame that they changed it back to the normal. In other news, we now have a leveling system for SPs, as predicted. I didn't think it was in the game yet, and I was right, because there was no marker of what level you are. And so here we see Field of Abundance, Blessing for Defense. These are level 1 and can become level 2. There's no word yet on what the max is, but I'd assume that it's got to be pretty big. So I've seen some of the people already who have got that. So a big shout out to Michael Jack, who actually got Tower of Wind level 2. You'd think it was a really big buff, but 30 seconds, that's all that gets added to your recipe. That's one extra spawn potentially, and that's going to run through for all those towers with that plus 30 seconds. Now it could be that you can get up to like level 10, which would add, 30 times, how many minutes would that be? 5 minutes. So 5 minutes would be an okay increase, but not massive, and you're going to have to do a lot of quests to be able to get that. It still looks like it's coming out of the catch 40 of a certain type, 12 eggs, all the higher end quests, the harder ones. That's what's putting out some of these as a reward. Now in other news, we can also buy runes, a nice little addition they've put. So if you're short on runes for any reason, we can now purchase them. So 10 for a grey ring, up to purple runes for 100 coins. I'm going to be trying to steer away from that as much as possible because I need to be buying some shovels, and I've just currently got enough to be able to buy a Dragon's Eyes just in case I need it, which is where I like to be. Additionally, on top of this, we had just what was absolutely just painful, must have been painful for this guy. So as you may have noticed in the other video, I mentioned that there had been Draconius Dragon's Eyesight, glitch, where if you got a t-shirt icon from one of the chests and then spun a pillar that had an enchantment on it, you would get a really high drop rate of Dragon's Eyesight. I'll show you a picture of one guy. So look at this. This guy had 528 Dragon's Eyesight. This is crazy. 528. He must have been like playing for ages to be able to get get a chest that has that +2, because I was doing it for ages. I just didn't get one. Therefore, you maybe had to spend a fair bit of money to be able to use the Dragon's Eyesight to be able to get it. Once he's probably got it, then you can start spinning your enchanted stops and get a lot. I mean, a huge ton of Dragon's Eyesight. And they've all been taken off him. So Draconius Go, Eliland decided to take any Dragon's Eyesights that have been given in error. This is obviously going to upset certain people. I don't think, obviously, if you think about the community, you're probably not upsetting a huge proportion. People wouldn't have known it, but they were on it fairly quick. So they've been taken off them. So the only way people probably benefited is if they did it, and whilst the error hadn't been fixed, whilst they hadn't recovered the Dragon's Eyesight, if you'd have used them, then got loads of chests, potentially get some really good artifacts out of them, then you'll have experienced the pain that this guy probably felt. So one of the things I really want to know then about these recipes is what are the impacts for some of these other ones. Fill of Abundance, will that last for longer? Gift of the Golden Dragon, will that last for longer? Main one I'm thinking about is Long Hands. So if anybody's got long hands, please send me a picture of it, level 2 by Twitter, because I'd like to see that percentage increases. That'd be nice. The 7 days is already there, so if they changed, it's like I'd love to be able to work towards that 30% again. But who knows? It's about going for questing and trying to get some of the hard ones unlocked. This will make the artifact that gives you only medium and hard quests really, really good now. Remember, I said it's not that great because once you've got all the quests, which a few people have been doing now, it's going to be useless, but now it's going to have really good use and help you to level those up probably way quicker than anybody else. Okay, so, and just a very little change, which I only just realized today. If you have a Samsung with Edge phone, look at this. I can now use this drop down box to move quicker. You can do it on the Edge, you just wouldn't be able to hold on to it to be able to do it. Now I can. Small change, but really, really good. And I think that's everything for this update. There's not been a massive update. I think there is some really good things coming on the way. I'm not sure how much people will take to this. In terms of, I think that's probably identified that they're not attracting as many players that they would like to. It'd be really nice to see that it does attract some more players. I think if they're gonna do that, they do have to add more content to the game, not creatures, but something unique, something different from Pokemon Go, something that will be really interesting to actually play with. I don't know what it could be. Oh wait, PvP. PvP, maybe? PvP, ranking system, clans, messaging systems, just things that are used in other games, Eliland. Take a look at some of them and just implement them into this game, and it will make a huge difference. I think it make it way more playable for people and a lot more attractive for people to come over and play. Okay, well that's all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe. Okay, well that's all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future information. That's all from me. See you soon.